Alright, what's up guys? My name's Tony. This is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like the video if I earn your thumbs up. So this video is about how me at the age of 18 ended up making thousands off hosting parties. Now, when I was in high school, all of high school, never went to a party because I just didn't see any value in it. I didn't see the point in it. Thought everyone was a loser. They were. So I ended up getting invited after high school, after graduation. We got invited to some party, and it was by those popular kids, those losers that they have the big followers on Instagram. So I mean, I decided to go, and I was expecting some Project X type of party. When I showed up, I'm not even lying when I say this. When I showed up, use this as an example. When I showed up, this is all I saw in every single corner. And I'm opening the door, they greet me. Yo, Tony, what's up? Glad you made it, blah, 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 blah. I look around at my surroundings. This is all I see. Literally everyone was just on their phone, everyone was in the corner, everyone was just sitting in the corner with their beer, taking little sips. And to me that just seemed stupid. That's the word I'm gonna use. I should use a worse word, but this is YouTube, so I gotta keep it censored, unfortunately. But so I ended up just thinking, why am I surrounded by these losers? I was expecting some Project X party, and this is a bunch of losers standing around, holding up a beer, barely any women. It was stupid, so I left. And keep in mind, that's the popular kids' parties. Popular. All those losers with a bunch of Instagram followers who believe they are the, not filling the blank thing. But those people aren't, I mean, I know back in high school a lot of people looked up to them just because they have huge Instagrams, they're the popular guys and everything. I was never the type to even respect them. I never respected popular people because you have not done anything to earn my respect. So you have a lot of followers, so what? It doesn't matter. You're no better than me just because you have people on social media. It doesn't mean anything. Just showing your butt to the whole world. Who cares? So anyway, the point of that was I wanted to see how I could make money from it, because I don't know if, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but every time I go to a new restaurant, coffee shop, anywhere, I analyze my surroundings. So I walk in, I look around. Okay, they sell coffee, they sell this, they sell that. I wonder how much it is for that cup. I wonder how much they're making in profit, because that's not as big as the small. The small looks just like the medium, so I wonder how much they're making off that. Just fooling these guys by making it a little bit harder. I mean, have you guys seen the Starbucks? I think it's the large cup, and if you get it in the medium one, if you pour it into the medium one, it's literally the same amount. So obviously Starbucks is smart. You guys are getting famous, and because of that, I've always been analyzing my surroundings. So if I go anywhere, I analyze how much they're making off profit, and I mean I don't know, but I just analyze it in my head. So and I did the same thing when I went to the party, because nobody was charging. It was a free party, and there's people with BYOB, which is bring your own beer, all of this stuff. So I started thinking, how can I throw a party and make money off it and actually make it a sick party worth talking about, not just a party where everyone's just gonna you know, By the way, this coconut water has coconut chunks in it. In case you guys see me chewing, that's what that is. But yeah. Anywho, there was this guy named, I'm not gonna say his name because I think he's in jail right now. But his birthday was coming up, and he was a well-known guy for his illegal activities. So because of that, I was pretty well known because I had a pretty well known Instagram. And those of you that are from El Paso know what I'm talking about. Those of you that are not from El Paso, I'll save that story for another video. If you want to hear that story, comment down in the sections. In the comment section, because that's a pretty crazy story how I went viral in my city. So, and by viral, I mean I came out a world star. Not a loser. I didn't just have a bunch of followers. I actually did something. What am I, a geek? Anyway, I ended up, he ended up contacting me, wanting me to show up to his party as a, not really a guest, but just inviting me. And then I told him, hey, why don't you let me host it? You just provide the house, I'll take care of everything else. And I didn't even have a plan. So I wanted him to say yes first, because I'm the type of person that if I'm gonna start a business, I'm not going to buy all the inventory first. I'm going to make sure I come up with a product, put it online. If it does sell with advertising, then I just made the money to actually buy the inventory. So I didn't even lose any money in that scenario. So now that I got the house, I basically ended up making a list of everything that I needed, which it was really random stuff, but it was things that I had never seen at a party. Keep in mind, I had only been to one party. So I started asking people that would go to parties every weekends. Mostly jocks, all those geeks, losers that would just play football, basketball, whatever, all the sports, and then on the weekend just go get drunk. That was the cool thing back then. They still do the same crap, working a wagey job, so I'm not surprised. But basically, I ended up going to Spencer's. If you guys know what Spencer's is, you know what type of things they sell there. I ended up buying a bunch of blow-up dolls. Ended up going to Walmart, buying condoms. Ended up at Spencer's, I ended up finding this penis gun. And then when I saw the penis gun, I automatically thought, I know how to fill this up. Ramchata. Why? Because it's white. So put two and two together. You know what that looks like inside a girl's mouth. So what I ended up doing is getting him to push back the party, because he wanted it that same weekend, and I told him, nah, we gotta build up the hype, because I want a lot of people to go, and I'm gonna charge at the door. And to him, he just wanted a party, and I told him, no, I'm taking over, because that's what I do. I just take over shit. So I ended up basically showing up. No, I ended up pushing back the party, and then doing all this advertising. Hit up a bunch of pretty girls that I know with huge following. Told them to send a flyer and everything. Blah blah blah. So then the day comes, I ended up showing up. There was all these blow-up dolls. The one thing I didn't think of, a damn DJ. I didn't have a damn DJ, and somehow I managed to pull it off still. So the flyer said, girls, $1, guys, $5. When I tell you that I made $400 in the first 2 hours, just do the math. Do the math at how many people that is. Girls $1, guys $5. Keep in mind, there's more girls than guys at this party. Eventually there was more guys, because people are, like the example I did, everyone starts posting about it. But the difference is, with my parties, it wasn't just a regular post like this, where you're just posting your surroundings. This was a crazy post, because my parties were crazy. You had people getting onto the roofs. I was signing girls' titties, and that's how, If you know what my old Instagram was, you know why I was signing girls' titties. So because of that, I got pretty well known for my parties, and without a DJ, I managed to pull it off. All we were doing is I bought YouTube Premium, connected to the aux cord, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, the whole night, just looked up some mix, and I was just going off the mix. And I made a good $400 in the first 2 hours. And then, of course, cops came, got raided, blah, blah, blah. That same week, started getting so many DMs, so many follows on Instagram, because obviously, you know, I'm a G. And everyone was just asking me, can you host my party? So then I saw this as a business opportunity. So I would tell them, yes. All you need to do is find me a house, because I'm not using my house. Why the hell would I use my house? That's a liability. What if these hooligans break my windows, my doors, steal some shit? I don't want to deal with that crap. So I ended up just telling people they would hit me up on Instagram, and I'm telling you guys it. When they would hit me up, I'm saying my DMs would be flooded. So at first, it was a couple people that they wouldn't come through. You know, they would say like, oh, well, let me see that. So then I thought they needed to deposit me. So then they needed to deposit me $300, and then I still charge at the door. Same amount, $5, $1 for girls. And same advertising, girls, pretty ass girls, big following, post a flyer, blah blah. They get them for free, whatever. And then I met this guy named Derek. You guys might know him, Friend Fire. And he's a DJ. Now he was playing a lot of parties, but now he's playing raves, so he's pretty well known around the city as well. Break. So me and him hit it off. We ended up just clicking, man. It was like it was like a brotherhood. We just got along. I don't know if you guys have ever met just someone that you just instinctively click. He had dark humor, I have dark humor, you know, things like that. So just became best buds. And from there I told him, hey, I'm getting so many DMs. The one thing I don't have is a DJ. What would you say we become basically business partners? And I'll throw you some cash your way just for DJing for, I mean, think about it. Parties would only last like 4 hours most, just because the cops would get raided, things like that. So he was like, yeah, I'm down. So the deposit plus what we'll make at the door, and yeah, I started making pretty good amount. So then that's when I felt powerful, because so many people were hitting me up asking me to host. All I needed to do was show up with all my crap, all my blow thumbs, my dick gun, all this stuff. Derek, speakers, his turntables, things like that. That's it. With all that, all that it started with was a blow up doll, a dick gun, just me charging at the door. And I was able to scale this up to where in the weekends I would make, and keep in mind, parties would last 3 to 4 hours at most. Those 3 to 4 hours, Friday and Saturday, 2 days. Sundays weren't really, because people go to work the next day. So Fridays and Saturdays, I would make a good, I would not make less than $400 for sure. Never. It would always be more. That's not even counting the deposit. That's just counting the what's it called? The entrance fee that I would charge. Plus, a bunch of people would go with no drinks. You know, Capri Suns. We were 18. We couldn't drink, so we would drink Capri Suns. You know what I mean? So when people would go without their own Capri Suns, I would sell them Capri Suns. So that's another form of income. And of course, we ended up getting pretty big to where I started, I mean, I kind of started becoming a dick. Not really a dick, but I knew what I had going. So if our party would get raided, keep in mind, it's not technically our house, so you could go wherever. If someone across the street or somewhere else in another house was having another party, we would just show up. I'll tell Derek, bring your stuff, and sometimes he wouldn't be down. He's like, oh, but I know that guy. He's a good DJ. I'm like, this is a business. There's no friends in business. Go set up, and yeah, everyone started saying I'm a dick and blah blah because I took over. I would look at them in the face and say, this wasn't even a party. You're lucky I'm even here. I should be charging you. So I'm gonna have my boy at the door. He's gonna be collecting money. You're gonna go enjoy yourself. Here's your Capri Sun. You know what I mean? Go enjoy yourself. I'm taking over from here. A lot of people wouldn't argue just because I was confident. I knew what I could do every time I stepped into a party. I knew that I could turn a party from this to something crazy, something people would even forget they had their phones. People would lose their phones because they would try to record, boom, their hand would get hit, and boom, there you go. Someone else would find the phone. Next thing you know, you see it on Facebook Marketing, yada yada yada. So, great. So from there, we started getting hit up. I'm not gonna say who, but a really well-known bar owner that's really successful here ended up hitting me up, and he wanted me to host at his bar. So from there, I hosted at his bar. Then me and him threw a party together, and then from there, another bar owner hit me up to host at his bar. And then it just, I started getting requests from different bars, and it's basically how it was. But I know it sounds cool, guys. Getting paid to party. It really wasn't all that. Eventually, you get bored of it. It's the same thing over and over. Keep in mind, I don't drink. I've never enjoyed drinking alcohol. Here and there, I'll have a whiskey with a cigar. Me personally, I've never enjoyed drinking alcohol. Even when I was young, partying, never enjoyed it. Because I didn't drink alcohol, I drink Capri Suns. That's what I would drink. But from there, we started throwing events, raves. Now, I've never been to a rave. I guess the only one is, what's it called? Trap Fest, I believe it's called. I didn't even want to go. Derek was the one that forced me to go. So, I don't know if that's considered a rave, but it was when Metro Boomin came. And, let's just say I basically got him for free. I don't know how, it just happened. I went with the ticket, but the ticket was fake. So someone sold me a fake ticket. And, I didn't buy the ticket, so whatever. But they still let me in. Because I'm telling you guys, I was really well known. They let me in. And I was just spotting all the honeys that I wanted to dance with. And then, I don't know where Derek went. But I just know at one point we met back up. He was throwing up. And I saw a bunch of different friends. This dude that his girlfriend, I'm not gonna say who, but she was messing around with me. Turns out that she had a boyfriend. Derek was messing around with some girl that had a boyfriend, and it was just a crazy time. But so that's why I don't like raves. They're just dirty as hell. If you go to a rave, just know you're dirty. But from there, we started throwing our own events. Derek now, like I said, he plays at raves. Good for him. I don't party anymore. I don't really go out. I don't see the point in it. Stupid little chihuahua. Anyway, what? Stupid little chihuahua. You made me forget what I was gonna say. Anyway, what the point of this is basically me trying to tell you guys that if I could make thousands of dollars and scale that up, I mean, keep in mind, I didn't even have a DJ when I started. If I could scale that up to me throwing events, having bar owners contact me to host at their bar, you guys could do anything. You could make money off anything. Literally. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make money, because even at the beginning, people would tell me, why are you going to charge? That's dumb. Motherfucker, fuck you. I still charge. And I made thousands off this. And my parents thought they didn't even know what I was doing. They thought I was selling drugs or something. When in reality, I was just showing up, collecting people's cash, leaving. Leaving once the popo will come. Where I would leave is Whataburger. If you guys don't know what Whataburger is, if you're watching and you're not from Texas, Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. Now, I've never had In-N-Out. I've heard it's trash. It looks like trash. So I have yet to try it. I don't know. Everyone says Whataburger's better. So if I ever try it, maybe I'll give my opinion on it. Right now, my opinion, because I've only tried Whataburger, I say Whataburger's better. You could argue in the comments why I should try it. I have no intentions on trying it. It looks disgusting, if I'm being quite honest. But in the comments, if you tell me why I should try it, and if it's way better than Whataburger, I'll go to Arizona to the nearest In-N-Out, wherever the hell it is, and try it, and then come back. I'll literally just go for that. I don't care. I'm not a brokey. So, basically, my point here is, keep getting off track, I'm sorry. My point here is that you can make money off anything. You can make money, if I made money off hosting, why can't you? You can make money off anything. You are the creator of your own destiny. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot make money off whatever you want to sell, what you want to do. Make a plan, brainstorm, make it happen. But you need to take action. If you don't take action, you're already failing. You're not taking action, you're failing. What else can go wrong? Make sure you take action. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I know this one's a little rusty, probably a little weird. Not really. I get off topic a lot, so I'll work on that. This is my first video though. Make sure you like, subscribe. Next video, I believe it's next week, I'm going to be interviewing one of El Paso's wealthiest millionaires that I personally know and used to work with. So if you would like to see that, make sure you subscribe. I'll put the subscribe thing somewhere around here. Follow me on Instagram, put that in the description. Other than that, peace.